Hi, my name is Jailton. I am a PhD student from Federal University of Minas Gerais, Brazil, and now I am going to present the research paper Why Modern Open Source Projects Fail. Nowadays, everybody uses open source code. Companies, developers, students. The open source code can be used, for example, to reduce the costs or to speed the development of building softwares. So we can say that if software is eating the world, the open source is eating software. Like I said, most software produced nowadays depend on open source systems. And due to the appearance of modern platforms like GitHub for developing systems, the open source systems are being created at speeds never seen before. For example, today GitHub has 64 millions of repositories and 90 millions of users. Consequently, these projects are also failing at unprecedented rates. So, the main objective of our research was answer the question, why do open source projects fail? In this study, we addressed the following research questions. Why do open source projects fail? What is the importance of open source maintenance practices? What is the impact of project failures? And how do developers try to overcome these failures? To answer these research questions, we select the top 5,000 GitHub projects by stars, and using this list, we filter uh, 542 projects without commits in the last year and complete this list with 76 projects that was declared as unmaintained by these designers in the project readme. Now I'm going to show the results and the design to answer the research questions. To answer the first research question, why do open source projects fail? We conduct a survey with developers, and in the case of individual accounts, we send the survey to the project owners, and in the case of organization accounts, we send the survey to the principal contributor of the project. The survey questionnaire is composed by three open-ended questions, but before it begins answering the research question, we ask if he or she agree that the project is unmaintained. If you say yes, we ask, why did you stop maintaining the project? Did you receive any fund to maintain the project? And if do you have plans to reactivate the project? We sent a total of 480 emails and we received 118 answers. So we target a response rate of 29% and we complete the survey answers with 36 answers from the project's README. So we read the project README looking for the reason because the project was abandoned. 18 86% of the participants agreed that the project is unmaintained and only 15% have plans to reactivate the project. So, the main reason that the participants stopped maintaining the project was because the project was usurped by competitor with 30 answers. Example, the project no longer makes sense. Apple has built technical and legal alternatives which I believe are satisfactory. The second main reason that the maintainers stop maintaining the project was because the lack of time of the main contributor with 27 answers. For example, I was the only maintainer and there was a lot of feature requests and I didn't have enough time. The third most reason that the maintainers stop maintaining the project is because the project is completed with 17 answers. It means that the project is stable and works great and the project does not need change. For example, Sometimes you build something and sometimes it's completed. Like you build a building, at some point in time it's finished. It archives its goals. So, combine these surveillances, we only consider that the project has failed when the owner agreed that the project is unmaintained, the owner not considered that the project is completed, and the maintainers do not have plan to reactivate the project. So we end up with a list of 104 projects that have failed. From this list, from this list of the projects that has failed, the main reason was because the project was usurped by competitor with 27 projects, following, followed by the project functional is obsolete with 20 projects, followed the lack of time, lack of interest, outdated technologies, low maintainability, conflicts among developers, legal problems, and acquisition. Now I am going to show the results and the design to the second research question. What is the importance of following best open source maintenance practices? To answer the research question, we analyze four groups of 104 projects. So, one group, one group is formed by the projects that have failed, and using the initial list of top 5,000 projects, we select the one group of 104 projects for the top projects and one group for the bottom projects. And we complete with a list of a random sample of 104 projects. So, we analyze the adoption of 80 open source maintenance practices. So, we analyze the presence of a README file, the presence of a license file, the availability of a homepage to promote the project, the use of continuous integration services. In this case, you analyze the use of Travis CI, which is the most popular CI service on GitHub. We analyze the presence of a specific file with contributing guidelines, and the presence of a issue template, the presence of a file with the code of conduct, and the presence of a pull request template. So, analyze the presence of a license file. 61% for the failed projects has a license file versus 88% for the top projects. Compare the use of continuous integration, only 27% for the failed projects versus 68% for the top projects. And the most difference between these groups is the use of contribute guidelines. Only 60% of the failed projects has a contribute guideline versus 72% for the top projects. Now I am going to show the results and then design to answer the third research question. What is the impact of the project failures? Uh, in this research question, we count the number of the opened issues and the number of the pull requests for the projects that have failed for the group of 104 projects. So we found a total of 4,700 open issues, and we found 300 open pull requests. So this graphic shows the distribution for the opened issues and for the pull requests. For the opened issues, the median measure 32, and for the opened pull request, the median is 4. Now I'm going to show the results and the design to answer the last research question. How the developers try to overcome the project's failure? To answer the research question, we analyze around 1,600 issues manually. So we found a total of 32 issues that the developers discuss about the project status. For example, we found some titles of the issues. Is this project dead? Is, is this project maintained? Is developed of this ongoing? So we found three kinds of the strategies that the developers try to overcome the project failure. So one kind of the strategies was moving the account of the project to an organization account. So the objective of these strategies is share the responsibilities of the projects. So the other kind of the strategy that the developers try to overcome the project's failure was transfer the project to new maintenance with three projects. And the last kind of the strategy was include new core developers to develops. In this case, we found 5 projects that try this strategy. So finally, in 19 projects, the owners judges suggest the collaborators migrate to another project because the owner don't have plans to maintain the project. But we not consider this like a strategy to overcome the project failure. So the takeaway message. We found the top 5 most common reasons for the failure of the open source systems is because the project was usurped by competitor with 27 projects. The second most common reason was because the project became functionally obsolete with 20 projects. The third was because the lack of time of the main contributor with 18 projects, and followed by the lack of interest of the main contributor, both with 18 projects. And the 5 most reason was because the project is based on outdated technology with 14 projects. So, comparing the projects that have failed versus the group of top popular projects of the GitHub, the main difference of between these groups was the presence of contribute guidelines with 16% for the failed group versus 72% for the top populars. Analyze the presence of a license file. We found in 61% for the failed group versus 88% for the top popular. And analyze the use of continuous integration, like the Travis CI. We found that 27% that the failed group use continuous integration versus 68% for the top popular. Uh, Thank you for your attention.